Hey everybody, my name is Gaby and welcome to Core. For today's workout, all we're going to need is our mat, a bottle of water, and a great attitude. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with just rolling our neck out here, trying to remove our neck of any strain or stress it may have. During this very stressful, possibly stressful week that we may be having here in finals week here, we want to take away any stress we may have. Really rolling out your neck here, choosing the direction which feels most comfortable for you. Switching sides if you haven't done so already. Really relaxing our neck and trying to remove any strain. If you'd like, we can hold it on one side or continue with the rotations. It's up to you. Really work what feels most comfortable for you. This workout's for you. I want you to put as much in as you can into this workout and it'll give it right back to you. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, shake out that neck, stand straight, and now let's get straight into some arm circles. Going forward motion first, small circles forward. Trying to get some blood pumping into our shoulders here, working that upper body just a little bit before we get started into the core. Starting to make that circle a little bit wider now, making it larger circles forward, either doing both at the same time or we can do one arm at a time. It's up to you, but make sure everything's nice and even. In 3, 2, and 1. Now shaking that out for just a second and doing the same thing going backwards now. Small circles backwards. And then we're going to stay here for just a few more seconds. And then we're going to start making that circle wider. Going same thing as we did the first time. Going out larger now. Large circles going backwards, either together or one at a time. It's up to you. And then switching it to the other side, making sure everything's nice and even. And in 3, 2, and 1, shake that out. Next, we're going into a march and twist, having our hands near our head here, and just trying to get that elbow to knee action here. Really engaging the core and starting off with that first core movement here. Nice and steady, making sure our core is engaged. And we're working here. We got about 10 more seconds, making sure our hands are near our heads so we have that goal of elbow to knee, but not on our head so we don't give that extra strain. And in 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Shake that out. And next we're going to do a side standing crunch here. So I want you to reach up and then pull down as you crunch on your side, working your obliques. Doing the same thing on the other side here. Really working on those obliques now, getting blood pumping to that area of your core and working it out here. Starting to warm up that part of the body. We can either stay with this same method or we can do a similar method as our previous move. Hands near our head, getting our goal of elbow to knee. It's up to you which one you prefer. We can do either. They're still working those obliques, getting blood pumping there, and starting to get our core nice and warm. We got about 10 more seconds here, so keep at it. Really trying to work that core. And in 3, 2, and 1, just lower it down, shake it out, and follow me to the end of our mats. Next, we're going into an inchworm, hinging at our hips and crawling it out into our plank position, nice and straight. Walking it right back up and coming up. Continuing with this pattern, getting some movement in our shoulders and our core. Of course, while stretching out our legs and our glutes here. We got about 30 more seconds here. It's the last exercise of our warm-up, so put it all you have here. Working the total body, but emphasizing it on the core in this plank. We got about 15 more seconds here, making sure we're coming all the way down in our plank before we come right back up. And in 3, 2, and 1, stand it up. Finish that rep that you're currently on. Go ahead, grab some water, and I can explain our very first set. So our first set, we're gonna be here on our mat, sitting down, and it's what I like to call a V sit to a crunch. So we're gonna be having our hands near our glutes or out in front of us. It's up to you, whichever you prefer. We're gonna be out, and then we're gonna crunch it in. Out and crunch it in, working on that lower core, either hands up or behind you, just like that. And then after that, we're gonna lay it all the way back down, and we're gonna do an around the world clap, having our hands above our head, crunching it up, clapping under the leg, coming right back down, nice and slow and controlled. So we fight against gravity and momentum. So that's our first set. We're gonna be doing it for 35 seconds of work with a 15-second rest in between, repeating it 3 times. So let me start our timer and we can get started. We're getting started with our V-sit crunch in about 10 seconds. Let's get ready. Let's get excited for it. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Crunching it out and pulling it in, working that lower core here as we come out and in. If you have your hands out, you can try to touch those toes here. If not, behind you, making sure you're nice and balanced the entire time. Making sure we're breathing in and out, breathing out as we do that crunch in. Making sure we're getting the optimal contraction of our core here. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, drop it down. Give your back a nice good stretch if you need it. It's a little bit uncomfortable to have it in that position for a long amount of time. So stretch it out and get ready for our around the world claps. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Nice and flat, coming up, clapping it under, and coming right back down. Staying with this pattern, working the full core here as we crunch it up and down. Breathing it in as we're coming down, breathing it out as we come up. Trying to work against the gravity that's pulling us down and against momentum, wanting to make sure it's just our muscles pulling us up. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, drop it down, catch your breath. That was our first round. We got 2 more to go. So let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. V-sit crunch. Either hands out or behind you, but really focusing on extending it as far out as you can and crunching it in as closely as you can. Trying to make sure you're in a little ball here and out, extended out. Staying with this pattern. We have 15 more seconds. Keep at it, keep going. Put the hustle in there. And we got about 5 more seconds. Keep at it. In 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Really stretch out that back now. Giving it a nice stretch and getting ready for the around the world claps. We're gonna be laying it nice and flat, hands above our head. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Lifting it up and clapping it under. Really trying to make this slow and controlled so that we are not using any momentum to bring us up or just falling back down as we finish. We want to make sure that our core is engaged the entire time, keeping that muscle under the tension for longer. We got 5 more seconds. Keep pushing it. In 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, relaxing. That's our second round complete. We got 1 more round to go. It's the last round. Give it all we have this last time. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Let's push it. Setting those goals, trying to reach them. Ask yourself the question, how much am I gonna put into this workout today? I hope it's 110%. So let's give it right now. We got 20 more seconds, let's go. We're pushing, it's the last time we can do this. We're doing this together. 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, giving your back a nice long stretch here. We have 15 seconds of rest before we get into our around the world claps. Make them count. Laying it down, we're getting started in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Lifting it up, falling it back down. Using the entire core here, coming up and down. It's our last round before we get a nice long water break, so we're gonna wanna push it here. Keep at it. About 10 more seconds, keep pushing. And in 3, and 2, and 1, drop it down, relax. Let those core muscles relax for just a bit here. Go ahead, grab some water. I'm gonna grab mine, and then we can move on to our next set. Okay, everyone, for our next set, we're gonna be doing a plank. It's gonna be a side plank, and we're gonna be using our obliques here. So we're gonna be on our side plank here, either on the knee or up on your feet, on our elbow or up on our hand. It's totally up to you. Figure out what's most comfortable for you. And we're gonna be here on our side plank, and we're gonna be crunching the opposite leg and then extending it. Crunching it in, and then extending it. Then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. That's it, that's our entire set. So it's gonna be the same exact format as we did our first set, 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest, repeated 3 times. Let me start our timer and we can get started. We're getting started on that first side of our side plank crunch in about 5 more seconds. So figure out what's most comfortable for you, knee, foot, elbow, hand, it's up to you. And let's get started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Crunching it in and extending it out. Crunching it in and extending it out. Staying here, really emphasizing on that oblique, the side of your core as you crunch and you come out. We got 15 more seconds here, so we're gonna keep pushing it. We're breathing in and out as we push out. In as we come in, out as we push out, making sure that breathing pattern is stable. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, relaxing, getting that shoulder a nice break here, and getting ready to flip onto the other side. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Side plank crunches, crunching it in, extending it out, crunching it in, extending it out. Staying here, keep at it. We got about 20 more seconds on this side, sticking with this pattern here. We're breathing it in and out, in and out. We got 10 more seconds, keep going. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down, relax. That's our first set, really focusing on those obliques in this set, those shoulders as we hold ourselves up, and getting ready for the second set now. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Side plank, either hand or elbow, knee or foot, It's up to you. If you're on your feet, it's a lot harder. Balancing, it's gonna look something like this. Up on your feet, balancing, out. It's a lot more difficult to balance it here. So if it's too hard for the balancing aspect, it's okay. Focus on the core and get on your knees. We got 10 more seconds here, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down, relax. That was our first side of the second round. We're gonna turn it around and get ready. Really stretch out those shoulders if you need it. But we're getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go on our knees or feet, and we're crunching it out and in. Trying to keep that hip as raised as possible, so we work the inner oblique and we're working the outer oblique as we're crunching the leg in and out. Really working both sides. We got 10 more seconds here. We're working, we're pushing. We can get through this together. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, relax. That was our second round complete. We got one more round to go. We're gonna give it all we have in this last round, mentally setting our goals right now so we can accomplish them in this round. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Up on that side plank, crunching it in and out here, either on the foot or on the knee, but we're working, we're pushing our body to its limits. We can do this. We got about 15 more seconds on this first side. Let's push it. We're doing this together, reaching those goals that we have set. In 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, relaxing. We got one more round to go, the final side of this set, then we get a water break. So let's push it and give it all we have. We're getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, lifting it up and crunching it in and out here. We're about halfway done with this whole entire workout, so let's keep pushing it and give all the full effort we can in this last 15 minutes of this workout. So we got this. Put all the energy you have into it. We got 10 more seconds here. Let's go. And we got 3, and 2, and 1. Dropping it down, relax. That was our second round complete. Let's go ahead, take our water break, and then we can continue. Okay, everyone, our next set, we're gonna start off on the mat again. We're gonna go into a bicycle pulse. So we're gonna be either here on our elbows far behind us, pulsing our legs like we're pedaling our bicycles, or all the way down and doing a full bicycle. It's up to you, whichever one you prefer. Our second move is gonna be a windshield wiper. So it's gonna look something like this. Either our legs straight up or bent, but we're gonna be rotating it from side to side here, like we are wiping the windshield of our cars. Really working our lower core here as we wipe from side to side, or with our straight legs, making sure we're really stable and controlling our core and wiping from side to side. Just like that. Those are the two moves, same format as our other sets. We're gonna be doing 35 seconds of work with a 15-second rest, repeating it 3 times. This is our last set. Let's give it all we have right here. We're getting started with our bicycle pulses in about 10 seconds. So let's get ready. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Laying it back, pulsing those legs in and out here, and working. Pretending like we're bicycling right here, really working the core, bringing the knees as close up into our chest as we can, and pulsing it out and in. Making sure that we're breathing, never holding our breaths throughout this workout. We're breathing it in and out, trying to figure out what a good breathing pattern is for us. And relaxing in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, catching your breath, laying it all the way back down, and gonna get ready for our windmills. We're starting in about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Windmills. Oh, I'm sorry, windshield wipers. I've been saying it wrong. Windshield wipers from side to side here. You can have your hands near your glutes to give you a little bit extra stability, and really extend the legs out if you want to add that little extra difficulty. Making sure our core is engaged and tightened as the entire time. Trying to keep as much of that back onto the floor as we can as we rotate from side to side. We got 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down and relax. That's our first round. We got 2 more to go, so let's get ready for it. First, with our bicycles, let's go. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Pulsing it out, working, putting in all our efforts right here. It's the last set of this exercise, so let's give it all we have. Pulsing our legs in and out, really feeling that tension in our core. I feel it, I hope you guys are feeling it, but we're gonna complete this together, so let's keep going. We got less than 10 seconds to go. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, relaxing. Dropping it all the way down to laying down. Getting ready for our windshield wipers. That's getting started. In 3, 2, and 1, going from side to side, let's go. Really trying to keep that back connected to the mat as much as we can as we go from side to side. Engaging the core and extending those legs out if we're up for the challenge. We got less than 20 seconds to go. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Another way to add a little bit more challenge is lifting that head up, getting a little bit more of the upper core here as well. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, catching your breath, getting ready for this last round. We got our bicycles and our windshields one last time, so let's give it all we have. In 3, 2, and 1, bicycles, let's go. Pretending we're cycling through the town, really working our core, keeping it engaged, keeping those knees coming up into our chest and extending them as far out as we can. We got less than 20 seconds to go. Last time we're bicycling here, so let's give it all we got. Less than 10 seconds, let's go. And in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping it nice and straight out, laying it all the way back down, catching your breath, getting ready for our last exercise of this set. Our windshield wipers. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. From side to side, keeping that back connected to the ground as we rotate. Having the core engaged and extending those legs out if we are up to this challenge. We got less than 20 seconds to go. Rotating nice and controlled from side to side here. Less than 10 seconds. Let's go. Keep working. And in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Relax. That's it for this round. We're gonna go straight into our last burnout round before we go into the cool down. For our burnout round, it's just gonna be holding a plank for a full minute. So let's get straight into it. It's a burnout round. We're tired. That's why we're burning it out. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up in our plank, either on our hands or on our elbows. Last exercise here. Nice and stable, keeping that glute tucked in as we are holding it here. We can either be on our hands or on our elbows here. We can even drop the knees down, making sure our core is still engaged if we need to modify this just a bit. But we got 30 seconds left, so keep pushing it. We're halfway through of this burnout round, the last round of this exercise. Let's go. Making sure we're nice and stable, no glutes up in the air or all the way down to the floor. We're nice and straight for these last 10 seconds. Let's go, keep pushing it. I'm shaking, I hope you're shaking too, but we're gonna get through this in 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, congratulations. That's our workout. Let's go, grab a drink of water, and we can get into our very important cool down. Okay, everyone, for our cool down, what I want us to get started on first is just bending at our hips, hinging at our hips here, and going into a downward dog. Pushing our palms into the floor, feeling that stretch throughout our back and our shoulders here, really elongating our midsections. Making sure we're breathing it in and out, trying to get that heart rate lowered gradually, bringing it in and out. Next, transitioning it into a downward dog here, really elongating that midsection, pushing our palms still against the floor, lifting our bodies up as far as we can, making sure those shoulders are far away from our ears as we're pushing down against the ground here. Breathing it in and out. One more time, breathing it in and out. Curling our feet under our toes, coming up onto our knees, and now getting into a cat and cow here. Curling our back into us, lifting it up as much as we can here, pushing still against the floor. Holding it for just a few more seconds here, and releasing it, really curving our back and elongating our midsection here. One more time, up into curling our back up, holding it here, breathing it in and out. One more time, and curling it out as we breathe out. Next, curling our feet under us and extending it into our downward dog here. Our child's pose. Still pushing our palms into the floor, extending that back and those shoulders. Making sure we're breathing it in and out. One more time, breathing it in and out. Standing it up, turning it around so we're sitting down. And then we're gonna do a nice back stretch here, crossing our feet over one another, and then turning our bodies so that we're almost doing a full 180, or stretching it out as much as we can. Really stretching our back as it may be uncomfortable for it throughout this core exercise. Next, going on the other side, crossing your legs again and turning the opposite way, turning it as much as we can, pushing along that leg to give us a little bit extra leverage as we twist. Breathing it in and out. One more time, breathing it in and out. And slowly releasing it. Coming up onto our feet. Going into a almost sumo squat position, feet turned outward. Breathing it in, squatting down, and releasing it. One more time, squatting down, breathing it in, and releasing it. That's it for this workout. Congratulations on completing that very intense core exercise. I congratulate you. If you guys have any feedback for me, leave it down in the survey below. I would be happy to hear from you guys. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. It's really up to you guys to let me know. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you guys another time. Bye.